2006 I came here and I was diagnosed with schizoaffect bipolar type. When my index offense happened, I was on drugs and stuff, and it's a high risk when I use.
Having events and activities in your life that you can point to and show to people and say, look, I did this, I made this. And that sense of accomplishment is something that is often really difficult for folks in this setting to locate in their life.
It feels really good. I like to play really fast.
Go ahead, Jay. Let's kick it.
We've been having sessions like this for 5 or 6 years now at the hospital. What I love today, I saw it from pretty much everyone here in the room, was just enjoyment, immersion in the moment, being relaxed, happy, and being really tuned into what's happening in the here and now.
Yeah, I love to rap. It's been a passion for about, 17 years. Anything I can and anything I will. You can basically fire yourself into the microphone and then get it off your chest, and then you don't really have to take action upon these words that you say.
This is the first time I came down to this. I'm just trying to go along with with his rhythm, with his beat, see what I could do.
I lived in Cape Breton most of my life. I like camping, hunting, fishing, spend time with my kids when I can. No, I listened to a lot of music and stuff, but I never really sang or anything like that. So it was kind of, exciting.
The arts program initially grew out of some music programming that I've always had an interest in. I've been playing in bands myself for like 30 years.
You see somebody learn how to play guitar a little bit, play a few chords, put a song together. Those are the tangible effects. But some of the things that may go unnoticed would be some of the social skills they may develop, frustration tolerance, the self-esteem.
It was scary, like getting sick all the time and thinking people were out to kill me and out to get me. And I got started on medication. I take two pills at night, and ever since I took it, I've been fine. I haven't been paranoid, so it really worked a lot.
The focus with a lot of mental health care over the last 40 and 50 years has been on medication treatment for different conditions, which has had fantastic outcomes. The challenge is that sometimes when people are in recovery, they need some extra assistance figuring out what's going to be in their life.
I get worried sometimes, what it's going to be like when I get back out there. But I'm going to be going to it's like a group home type of thing. But it's going to be a little adjustment to make, right? Because I've been here for so long. This is all I know for the last while, right? So, but I'm ready for it. Actually, what happened is probably about 2.5 years ago. I recorded 3 songs on a CD for my kids. Andrew said, that sounds pretty good, and would you ever be interested in making a video? A lot of my mom's family and my dad's family listened to the video, and they were proud of me, and look what my son did, and it was pretty good.
All right.
Want to do Dolly Parton one?
Oh yeah, right. Way back.
I have always found it a really valuable experience to play music with people at a lot of levels, and songwriting and performing and all kinds of great things come with music. And You know, for a lot of the guys that come through here, having really suffered with mental illness, not feeling part of society, retreating into substance abuse and all the despair that goes with that, it's really a very constructive alternative.
Yeah, I find like drugs, I guess, gave sort of like a different high for every feeling. So I'd medicate my feelings and stuff like that. But then you lose your mind and end up in here. That's what happened to me. Music's an outlet, I find, where you can escape all that stuff. It still gives you like a high when you write music. You're like, oh, that's pretty good. One of the songs was about how I couldn't really sing a song, so kind of get a little bit tongue-tied.
Like being here, it's kind of like you feel normal knowing that you have mental illness. It's just part of life, right? But on the outside, when I lived in a small community in Glace Bay, and whatever you did something wrong, and once in life, or they knew about you and they knew you had a mental illness and stuff, they looked at you different. Like he's a retard.
We've been trying to address a lot of stereotypes about mental disorders.
I was a little bit nervous right at first singing around other people and stuff, but after a while, I just got used to it and it was just normal.
The film work and the music work has clearly brought some of these folks to a very good place with their well-being and their mental health and their self-confidence.
Kind of crazy.
I get a little nervous, but I just, I don't really know. I'm not really looking at the crowd. It's like I'm looking beyond. You know what I mean?
John Andrews, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd like to get a band together maybe when I get out of here, right? And I'll be the lead singer, and I know a lot of older country music, and maybe go to like a seniors home or whatever and play some music for them, and yeah, I kind of like that.
Part of the message around mental health these days is, in spite of having a mental health condition, there is still tremendous potential in life, right? And it might look different than you thought it did, but that's a huge ingredient in recovery, is helping people figure out, okay, so now what?
It's different being sober. Like, I find I got a little bit better at the guitar writing, a little bit more clarity in my head, because I haven't been sober in a long time. So I guess now is a start.
I'm hoping once I get out of here and get an absolute and stuff, I'll start back to work and start to get to see my kids, get some more visitations to see them, and maybe eventually buy a house and settle down. You can do pretty well anything you want to do, right? Don't let your mental illness stop you.
You see, I was a man of no home, freed from my history. I set out on my own. The world opened up for me. I would leave no footprints, a shadow with